What's up, crew fam? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to be filming a video about freshman year, the year I just graduated. I'm officially a sophomore. I will talk about how I survived freshman year, and then I will do another video later on tips and tricks on how to survive, because freshman year is hard.
All alone in a room, but you're not laying next to me.
Okay, so freshman year, it's very sad. I'm kind of sad to talk about it, but I just finished freshman year on Wednesday. Okay, sorry, my lights are out, but I'm now editing this, and I did realize I did talk about finals. Okay, finals. At my school you can get exempt. Exempt means you don't have to take any finals, but I had to take a total of 4 finals. I'm always going to say what finals I had to take and which ones I got exempt from. So I had to take my algebra one. I had to take my algebra, biology, geography, and typing. Those were the 4 I had to take, but the ones I got exempt were all of my other ones. Dance. Okay, I was so close to having to take English. I would have had to go to school on Thursday just for 3rd period, but I didn't have to. I'm so excited about that. But yeah, finals are, I know I did really good with my biology one and my typing one and my geography. Geography, like, I got to, like, if I missed a question, I got to, like, I missed, like, 3 questions, so I got to redo them. And after that, I missed 1. That's not fair. But yeah, I didn't add finals in for some reason, and I'm just now editing this whole YouTube video. Good job, Kira. Okay, so let's talk about business, because that's my pathway. Business class in business was just really fun to learn. So first day of class, we learned, we went around and we said our names. We said if we were an upperclassman. We said, are we native to Texas? Which means, have we lived in Texas our whole entire life? I said no, because I originally lived in New York. So the first thing we learned was, we did words of the day. And those words of the day, I have a lot of words of the day. I'm definitely keeping all my business notes, because if I ever need to go back to it, I have it on my phone. Yeah, also, but yeah, business class with my teacher was really fun, because my teacher was very, educated. He was also super excited to learn, and if you have one of those teachers, you're super excited to, go to that class. My other teachers, I had teachers who were just yeah, welcome to English. You want to have those teachers who are excited to teach you. You don't want to have that teacher who's oh wait, I'm so sorry. I'm now just editing it, and I'm just what am I saying? So what I was trying to say is, you don't want to have that boring teacher who's just not excited to teach you. If you are excited to learn that subject, you don't want a boring teacher who's just yeah, this is. You want to have a teacher who's so excited, who's educated enough to be okay, this is exactly what you need to know. I learned a lot in business, and honestly, business, I was trying to talk to you guys about pathways, but I'm editing this, and I'm just that's not what I wanted to talk about. But yeah, you don't want a boring teacher who's not excited to teach you. That's what I'm trying to teach you here. We split it up into all the sections. We did business, finance, marketing, and job application. Like I told you, we did resumes, job applications, because you're brand new, and we did job applications, we did so much. But this class is very helpful, because we're gonna need to get jobs in the near future. We're gonna get jobs either this summer, or we're gonna get jobs very, very soon. So this class very helpful. So next class, I want to get more into Pro-Com, because Pro-Com is called Professional Communications. That class taught us how to communicate with coworkers. We learned about nonverbal communication, verbal communication, what the difference was. We watched Shark Tank. If you know a lot about Shark Tank, oh my gosh, Sharknado, what? If we watched a lot of Shark Tank, and we had to watch it very closely. We had to see how much money, if they got if they got the money, we had to write down how much money they got. We had to write down what shark gave them the deal. We had to write down what their name was, and each time your grade would be different. First day, we did an all about me questionnaire, and then we did an all about me slideshow. It was very weird because that class was fun, I think. Our teacher is actually deaf in his left ear, which I had that issue the first semester. And then I had my surgery. Yes, I did have surgery this school year. Wasn't expecting it, but yeah. My teacher and I both were deaf, so we both had that same communication. So the bathroom. And if you need to go to the bathroom during class.
I also wanted to add, if you had to ask to go to the bathroom, you kind of had to like yell, like not yell at this teacher, but you had to be like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" Also, we did learn body language. I just wanted to add that into this clip because you already know my attention deficit changed like what I was saying. But yeah, it was kind of like you had to like yell at this teacher. Like if you wanted to ask a question, you had to be on his right side. It's like, I can't hear y'all. You have to come to my right side or speak loudly. But yeah, I wanted to put that in.
The passing period. Our passing periods are about 6 minutes, I think, 5 minutes. So freshmen used to be able to go early. Like they used to be able to leave class early. But that was just because of COVID. But they no longer do that. So they're not releasing. I don't know if next year if they're gonna release freshmen early because it went freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Like it went like that to release students. So my classes, I had days where I was up and down the stairs. I had days where I was just up, and then I was down most of the day, and then I went up for my 8th period. I had those days where my classes were different because we had even and odd days. But yeah. Our teacher was actually very helpful in Pro-Com because he's like, okay, Kira, you need to make sure you uppercase this. Like, what are you even talking about here? It's really funny. So next, let's talk about dance class. Yes, I'm actually a hip hopper. I do hip hop on the side at my dance studio. But let's talk about dance class. In our dance class, let's talk about what you learned. So you learned about ballet, jazz, hip hop, contemporary and lyrical were together. For ballet, you learned about like first position, second position, third position, fourth position. Is there a fifth position? Fifth position. Like you learn about all those positions. You learn new dances every time, and then you have a test over it. But these tests are very easy. You could get a 100, super duper easy. Also, if you're listening and you're like giving them you're nodding, non-verbal communication, that you're understanding it. But yeah, next year I'm also trying out for hip hop team during dance class, which will be fun. I'm going to be a dance too. Our classes get smaller every year because normally they'll take the class for 1 year and then they'll stop taking it because you want to get that PE credit. But yeah, our teachers were super duper nice. Our teachers were very understanding. On Fridays we had the first like 2 months. Actually, the first little while we had Fridays where we could do where we had study halls. I would normally like go watch YouTube. I would charge my phone. But during summer camp, I did realize she was in my dance class. So we realized that and we got closer. Talk about the one and only biology class. So biology class was honestly really fun. Besides, we were always using computers. Everything was online. We had to, at the beginning of our year, our teacher was very, very, very strict on hand washing. Teachers started not caring halfway through the year. They're just like, Corona's over. But yeah, our school did mask wearing. There was a lot of quarantines throughout the year. People were online, people were offline. I just wanted to throw that in. But yeah, biology class. We learned a lot. We learned about digital notebooks. We had a digital notebook for every unit. We had one up to about unit 11 or 12. Don't really remember. But this second semester, I really started not caring. I don't know what it something in me changed, and it's still there. Something in me has changed in a bad way for some reason, where I started feeling I didn't care anymore. We learned about Romeo and Juliet. I'll talk more about English, but there were some classes that I honestly felt I did not care anymore. I was over it halfway through. I had burnout. It's one of the worst things possible, and I had burnout. I know seniors get burnout, but As a freshman, I got burnout. And I started getting like, I was in the 70s. I had a 61 at a point. But you know, business class was that class that I had this school year with a 96 in business. I ended English with an 80. I ended two of the easiest classes, partner theater and dance, with 100. Yeah, my mom was not excited about the 70s. She literally said, Kira, pick it up. She goes, 70s are awful. It's like, okay. Like, I have that mentality saying, like, I can't do it. Like, I need to give up. Don't give up. Freshman year is super duper hard. So I've heard that sophomore year, like, every year is gonna be harder till senior year where it's the hardest. Like, I didn't take any AP classes or pre-AP classes because I know I'm not the right fit for those classes. They may be easier, but like non-pre-AP, like those classes, like academic classes, like I couldn't even do math. I couldn't even do algebra. Like, I took my final and I was literally like, if I fail it, I fail it. Like, I had that mentality and I was just like, yeah, I don't care anymore. Now we're gonna move on to English. Let's talk about everything I've learned.
Okay, so we did To Kill a Mockingbird. We did To Kill a Mockingbird, Romeo and Juliet, which I talk a lot about how we did packets and how I really wish we could have done, like, how we could have watched the movie. That would have been more exciting. But yeah, hope y'all are enjoying this video. English class was easy because my teachers were super duper supportive. My teachers like gave me extra time for like some assignments. I would say it was easy because we didn't have to do MLA format, and our teacher, like, she sat down and she explained so when we did To Kill a Mockingbird, we did it down in parts. Like, we were still doing worksheets, but it wasn't as much as the packets were because the packets were like 6 to 7 pages. Well, these were like 1 pages. It was super duper easy. But why I'm saying is easy because some of these teachers like were not supportive, and like you don't want to learn if teachers are not supportive. So that's why I said it was easy, because I had support. The support and understanding of each thing I did was because my teacher would pull me, like I had like 2 teachers, so one of my teachers would pull me aside to do test. And the same teacher I had in my geography class was in my English class. So I knew him. He was understanding. He was trustworthy. If you have a trustworthy teacher, that's what
Our teacher was super duper nice. I had classes where I had two teachers because of my like learning difference. Yeah, I have a learning difference. I also have ADD, attention deficit disorder, which means I'm in the front of the classroom. It's annoying. You have to teach all these classes. Adding up were so hard. Like English class, the last semester we did Romeo and Juliet. I kind of wish we got to like read the book or like watch the movie, but no, we had to do a bunch of different packets. I don't come to school just to sit there and do packets. But yeah, I got my grade up because I had one thing missing. It was like this presentation where we had to do MLA format. I suck at MLA format. Like, you have to do blended, or I had to do what was called a blended quote. It took me 30 minutes. It took me like a few minutes because I did not understand blended quotes. They think a freshman's gonna know how to do a blended quote. Yeah, next year I'm probably gonna have to like sit down with a teacher and be like, I do not know how to do blended quotes. Probably have to like also, we're gonna go outside of all my classes. We're gonna talk about one of the hardest things. Let me just say, there are some hard things at school. So here are the things I suffered. So the thing that was very hard for me to find was, who do I sit with? Who do I sit with on the first day of school? I had to find like friends in my same lunch. Funny story, I had A and C lunch. C lunch was on my even days, A lunch was on my odd days. And A lunch is at 11:10. Well, it says 11:10, but like I had like 11:10, my dad was hungry. You're hungry like all day. It's just funny. You know, I want D lunch. I want B and D. B and D lunch sounds perfect. Or C and D. But yeah. So hardest thing was finding people to sit with. I'd say the second hardest thing was finding friends, meeting friends. Because friends, like my friend, I had a friend who was in like some of my classes,
but then she left halfway through. I don't know why, but she like left halfway through the school year, and I like it was super duper hard because I had my brother, I had my sisters always saying, get friends, invite them over, and it was super duper stressful. I would say the third hardest thing in school was teachers like not giving you extra time if you needed it. I'm so sorry, I have issues with my eyes and it's annoying. I'm watching this whole entire video. But I do want to say, some teachers are super understanding, but some teachers won't accept missing work. So you're like, you have you have 2 missing assignments and you turn them in there, but at least try and get like 50 points. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I know this is a very long video, but I wanted to make sure y'all understand each and every part of this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification bell to become a member of the Krupa fam, and the notification bell reminds you guys whenever I upload a YouTube video. Also, I'm going to be doing like a tips and tricks video on how to survive high school like freshman year, because I don't know about sophomore or junior or senior year, but I do know about freshman year. So if y'all want any more stuff about freshman year, definitely comment down below because I will be doing more videos. Trust me, I'm so sorry. I was trying to make this video so perfect yesterday that I just like didn't have time. We also have family friend, my brother's friends here, so like you hear any random noise in the background, that's them. But yeah, Kira